God morgen, New York! Så jeg er på vei til Chelsea-området, som har et drøss med gallerier. Det var rundt 900 gallerier, noe som er helt vilt for en bergenser. Men det blir kult. Med meg har jeg forresten Kenneth. For å komme oss dit, så skal vi gå på noe som heter Highline. Nå er vi 10 meter over bakken, så det er litt windy. Men i hvert fall i Chelsea så har jeg booket et intervju med en kunstner som heter Daniel Heidkamp. Og greien med han er at en kunstnervenn av meg som heter Axel Vindenes, han introduserte Heidkamp sin kunst for meg i fjor. Siden har jeg vært forelsket i uttrykket og stilen og fargebruken hans.
Wow, jeg skjønner at du og Axel digger det her, Silje. Det er sånn stenerskolekunst, det her klipp- og limkunst.
I'm Daniel Heidkamp, an artist here in New York City. This is my show at Pace Prints. And I should just say, all this work is paper collage. I feel like my goal was to sort of use the paper to get this really painterly result. It's using something that's very flat and almost stiff. But if you cut it in a certain way and set the colors against each other in a certain way, it starts to do very similar things to the painting. Painterliness was definitely a part of how I wanted these to look. Most of my work, it begins with some kind of observational painting. So basically something from life where I'll travel around, and that ends up being the source material for almost all of my work.
Love your signature.
Thanks. Within our culture, like the contemporary world, like whether you sign the work or not almost has like its own set of rules and conceptual baggage or whatever. Just the idea of me sitting with a piece of paper and like cutting out little letters almost took on this like whimsical, it was sort of fun to start making my name. If I was going to sign them, I tried to use the signature as part of the art of the piece, not just the identification. New York's known for rooftop bars and great skyline views. It's kind of one of our claims to fame. That was the jumping off point, but the other part of this cityscape series comes from that these two buildings, both connected to, basically it's an app that people can control the LED spire on the top of each of these buildings. I was at a party and someone's like, hey, check this out, and showing me that they could change. And I was like, how is this happening? You know, we were far away from it, but you know, you could see the antenna changing. So I became, you know, I was like, I need to get this thing. I want to find out all about it. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. So it's fun. Here, like, you could hear just different versions of, this is all inspired by the same building. I say inspired by because they're not like obviously like architectural renderings. They become almost abstractions. In the studio is like, how will this not only be presented in a gallery or with a collector, but how will it be presented on the iPhone? So that's another thing that painters prior to 5 or 6 years ago did not really have to consider that much.
En av de tingene jeg liker best med New York er jo at det bare dukker opp tilfeldige ting, som for eksempel en fyr som leser et dikt i en park, og det har visst trukket en del folk.
Criminals were hanged and buried. Those cops are gone to cemeteries in Queens. The railings melted down for artillery shells. Supermodels live there now.
Jeg fant nettopp ut at det er kulturnett her i Tribeca-området, og heldigvis har jeg fått med meg Richard Pasquarelli, som kan si litt mer om området enn det jeg kan. You're from New York, right?
Yeah, well, born in New York. Grew up outside of the city, but then moved back into New York after college.
But what is Tribeca area? Like, what kind of area is this?
Tribeca was originally warehouses and factories, and then in the 80s, in the 1980s, a lot of artists moved down here because the businesses had moved out and there were vacant lofts. Sort of took over the whole area, you know, exciting to live here, and then eventually they all got forced out as the properties started going up in value, and now it's one of the sort of most expensive, exclusive neighborhoods in New York City.
Where are we going now?
We are going to Postmasters Gallery, and tonight's Tribeca Arts Night, so we're gonna hit a gallery or two.
Cool, let's check it out.